welcome to No Apologies with Becker on Beck. I'm Lori Hinz, your host tonight at the Bourbon Bureau. Rick is gone. However, we have a lot of fun scheduled for you today, including, of course, the fact that we are unafraid to speak the truth on this station. So that's what we're going to do. First thing we're going to do, though, right off the bat, is tell you a little bit about what is going on in North Dakota this weekend, starting 10 fun-filled days. With me, remoting in today is Renee Korsling, and Renee Korsling is the general manager of the North Dakota State Fair. Renee, thanks so much for being on.
Well, thank you for asking me. I love to talk fair.
Well, I'm all about fair. I'm really looking forward to this too. So it starts this weekend on Friday and goes for 10 fun-filled days, and I can't wait.
It goes for 9 short fun-filled days.
9 days. Okay, you're right. So Friday through Sunday, right?
Friday through Saturday.
Oh, through Saturday. So Sunday is not on there. Okay. All right.
Yep.
So my question to you is after last year, where you didn't get to have a fair, are people particularly excited this year, I'm thinking?
Well, I know I am. I know my staff is. We've been really excited. And yes, we hear that all the time, how excited people are and how excited the kids are. And they're bringing their stuff in already, of course. We have a lot of displays on the ground already. And livestock, we already have a horse show going today. We have horse shows going before the fair starts on Friday because we can't get them all in once the fair is going.
Well, I looked up a little history, and the last time that the fair was held in 2019, there were 293,145 people that came. That is a lot of people. Was that a record?
Well, no, it wasn't a record, but it's high. Anytime we can get even close to that, we're very satisfied. We're very happy. Yes, wonderful stuff.
Well, this year, I'm guessing after everybody's all stuck in their homes, I think that might be even more people this year.
Well, that's what we're hearing from many. So we hope it's true. You know, that's what we did cancel one other time in 2011 when the flood hit us.
Ah, yes, that's right. I remember that.
2012, it exploded. I think our attendance at that time was like 320,000.
Wow.
So,
well,
yeah.
I'm looking forward to it it's going to be a great year too. Weather looks great. It all looks good. I'm looking ahead. So what can you tell me about what is new this year, Renee?
Oh, we have so many new things going on. I mean, yes, we had a little bit of extra time to do some planning. One of our big things I think we'd talk about is what we call Stage 8, and it's in our West Park area, brand new area that we're developing. And there's many different segments of it. Our music stage, our Stage 2 is over there. World of Wonders, which is a large tent. It's a replica of the tent that used to be on the Midway like 50 years ago.
Wow.
Where they had, there probably was some freak shows and a few other things in there at that point, which of course we're not doing now. But there is like, the sword swallower and the breathing fireman and fun stuff. So, and it looks exactly like that look. So that's huge and fun. There's a Wild West review over there. So we have another tent with that up. We have a big medical tent that is set up by North Dakota Health. On Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the MHA is bringing in native dancers, and they will be dressed in their full, beautiful garb. And they will dance at least twice a day. That is going to be a real highlight for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Awesome.
We have a huge welding semi in there right now that has welding simulators. And the kids not kids, but young folks can go in that are interested in welding and work on this simulator. And then they can apply for a scholarship, and many scholarships are given away there. So
that's great. Oh, that's so
wonderful.
So different, very neat stuff. Lots and lots of concerts too. You have lots of country concert and a couple of rock ones I saw.
Absolutely. Opening night, Leonard Skinner, and we hear a lot of buzz about that band. And so we're excited about that. Ticket sales are very good. So if you're thinking about going, you should purchase them. You can purchase them online. Be ready to go. The other rock concert is Billy Idol, and that is Friday, July 30th. So those two rock concerts, a lot of people are excited about them. But our country show pass, we're going to start out with Dan and Shay Saturday night. Sunday's Ashley McBride. Monday's the enduro races. Tuesday a freestyle motocross. Wednesday is Sawyer Brown, and opening for Sawyer Brown is Tiger Lily.
Yay! Oh, that's wonderful.
I know.
They're my favorites.
Thursday is Casey Donahue, and then the last Saturday is Kane Brown.
Wow. Excellent, excellent lineup there too. So many things. Can you tell me a little bit about the fair and the accolades that you've had? I learned today that you have gotten so many awards at the North Dakota State Fair. I wasn't aware of that before.
Oh, yes, we have. And, I don't know if it goes back probably even 20 years, but we've received a lot of ag awards internationally from the International Association of Fairs. And there's 5,000 members in the International Association of Fairs. And so it's quite an honor when you receive these first place plaques. And we have some for communication and different things, but it's all about ag. And so we have 151 plaques on our wall.
Wow. Oh my God. Yeah, when I heard that, I'm like, really? That's amazing. So
Yes.
You obviously know what y'all are doing.
Well, yes, and it's a great association, and we have such good friends in the fair industry all across the United States.
Well, let's talk really quick about some things that are probably near and dear to your heart. Let's talk a little bit about FFA and 4-H and the exhibits.
Absolutely. We have, like in 19, we had over 45,000 competitive exhibits on the grounds during those 9 days. And that includes all the different displays plus livestock. And oh my gosh, it's exciting when they're just carrying them in and they're so smiley. And this year they've got, some get to bring a few from last year too.
Wow, well, that'll be fun. And this is such a valuable thing that you do for the kids of the state of North Dakota too.
Oh, it's so valuable for us. I mean, honestly, if we didn't have that part of it, we would just be another entertainment area. So that's not what we're about. We're about those kids and the great future we have by just watching them.
Well, we have amazing kids in this state too. So many bright and smart kids. And I saw somewhere that you had scholarships also for kids.
Yes. Several scholarships will be given away Wednesday night. I think Sawyer Brown and Tiger Lily.
Excellent. Well, it's going to be an awesome fair. It is going to be so much fun. So many different things to see from the exhibits. And by the way, the exhibits people are in air conditioning.
They are. We have 3 buildings with 100 vendors in each one, all air conditioned. Here where the 4-H and FFA exhibits are, 142,000 square feet of air conditioning. So come on in and cool off.
It sounds so fun. So the fair begins again Friday
the 20th.
And goes until Saturday. We are going to come back. We're going to take a little break, and we'll talk about some more things about the fair in just a moment if you'll stay with us. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
When you can't find answers to your recurring health challenges, it can feel like your health and your future are being held hostage. The Wellness Way is a network of health restoration clinics that think and act differently to solve the health challenges others can't. Here, we disrupt the standard approach to care through a combination of testing, individual plans, and one-on-one guidance, putting your health and your future where they belong, in your own hands.
40 years ago, Aero Service Team started with 1 truck and lots of hard work.
Times may have changed, but the hard work that we put in to get your lives back in order after fire, water, and disaster hasn't.
Over the years, we've seen so many families lose their belongings due to water and fire damage. Restoring homes back to the original state has made every hour of hard work well worth it.
Thank you for trusting our family with yours.
When disaster strikes, you only have to make one call. Aero Service Team does it all.
It's every American's right to bear arms. At Mandan Sporting Goods, we're here to help you support your Second Amendment rights, which reads, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Whether you're looking for a pistol for personal defense or collector gun, we have the staff to help you. We also have the area's largest inventory of ammo and reloading supplies.
Mandan Sporting Goods, the area's local gun and ammo specialists.
40 years ago, Aero Service Team started with one truck and lots of hard work.
Times may have changed, but the hard work that we put in to get your lives back in order after fire, water, and disaster hasn't.
Over the years, we've seen so many families lose their belongings due to water and fire damage. Restoring homes back to the original state has made every hour of hard work well worth it.
Thank you for trusting our family with yours.
When disaster strikes, you only have to make one call. Aero Service Team does it all.
Every great pizza has a secret. At New York To Go, that secret lies in our perfectly recreated New York water, the key ingredient to making our signature New York-style pizza. We also feature gyros, with the region's only gyro meat spit, plus Nathan's hot dogs, calzones, and our delicious jumbo buffalo wings. Try a 14-inch or our special giant 20-inch pizza tonight. You gotta know how to fold them if you want to hold them. New York To Go, we deliver for you.
Go for Launch 2018 series winner. Without further ado, it is my honors. Regiment. The winning team is the Flumin River Excellence.
Oh my God!
They won!
Welcome back to No Apologies with Becker on Beck. Lori Hinz sitting in the Bourbon Bureau chair today. Rick Becker is on assignment, and with me, I'm excited that she is remoting in from Minot, where everything's really getting ready. With me is Renee Korslein, who is the general manager of the North Dakota State Fair. And Renee, this is such an exciting time for you. You've got to be just all a quiver. Everything's probably like scurrying around at the fairgrounds, I'm sure, right now.
Absolutely, it is. And the vendors are all setting up, and they have been for the last 3-4 days, but they're really coming in. I think most of them are here and they're set, and we're all anxious.
Oh, that's so fun. So the fair starts, as we said in the previous segment. And by the way, we will talk to Becker tonight. He is on assignment, so we're going to talk to him after you and I talk. So, but I just wanted the audience to know that he will be here. So let's go back to the fair now. You've got carnival rides, you've got so many different things, but I want to talk a little bit about the carnival rides, but then also about the smaller stages that you have there too.
Absolutely. So the carnival is huge, and it is absolutely beautiful. They're called Crabtree. They brought in 2 big exclusive rides. That's the only time they've ever been in North Dakota. We have, I think, something like 10, 12 brand new kiddie rides that are new to us anyway. I better say it straight. So many good things.
Now, the small stages, and you have different things going there. I happen to know Daryl Lease. He was on the show with me, too. And Daryl Lease has Daryl's Racing Pigs, and they're at the State Fair as one of those other attractions.
Every year, year after year. And people run when they hear Daryl's voice. They can't wait to get to him. I mean, it is awesome. And Daryl really does good. And anybody that knows Daryl knows he talks all the way through the whole thing and does it great.
He's fantastic. I saw the video and he had these little baby pigs. They were just adorable. It's just amazing how he can even get them ready for that. That's just crazy.
Absolutely. And keep the people interested for this many years. It really is a great thing. We have many other free stages like that. Daryl's probably the only one that we repeat continuously. But you know, the Game and Fish has a beautiful area out here where they do a lot of different lessons and teaching to the kids that come. They teach the kids how to put the worm on the hook for fishing and so many things. And during this kind of warm weather, you can go to the Game and Fish area where it's shady and it's quiet. And yeah, you can kind of get another breath of fresh air and get back out into it. So that's just a couple of the good ones. So many other good things. Like I said, we've got lots of music. We've got a jet stream. They have jet skis in a big pool, and they hook this to somebody's back, and they shoot in the air 50 feet and do all sorts of acrobats. And it's first time here. We have stunt dogs that were on America's Got Talent, and they won. And now
wonderful.
Going back for another try to keep climbing. They're awesome.
That sounds great. You've got enduro races, which you've had before, but I saw something new that I hadn't seen before. It's like freestyle motocross. Is that different? Is that new?
It is new. Live a Little Productions is bringing it in, and they will lay out the whole thing on Tuesday night in front of the grandstand. So yes, another fun thing. We also have bull riding, and we have ranch rodeo up here in the All Seasons Arena, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. There is so much to do, folks. You just, got to plan.
You need at least a couple of days. You can't just do it all in one day. You need a few days too. Now, if you were going to give somebody a tip, what tips would you give people with regard to, say, parking? And I'm going to ask about fair food. Because that's why I go to the fair personally.
For sure. Well, first of all, parking. Don't hunt for a place to park. Don't be angry about walking across the parking lot. It's hot and it's in the gravel. Park at Dakota Square on the south side of Penny's. You can just park right there where there's a lot of room. Get on a bus that we provide free. It runs every day of the fair from 1 p.m. until 1 a.m. It drops you at the front gate. There's no walking. It's absolutely the best thing we got going.
Excellent pro tip. Very good. And I saw on the websites, go ahead.
Another big tip is buy that season gate pass. It's $25 for all 9 days. Where can you go for that? So.
Yep. Those are great tips. Those are good. But now I want to talk food. So I saw on your website that you had a fair food list of some sort that you can navigate and pick and choose and find. That sounds like very efficient use of your time to me.
Absolutely, which is a good thought. Our marketing directors and those have pulled that together, but kind of who doesn't want to walk that food court area and just sample from this one and that one and share with a friend of yours, because you can't possibly eat that blooming onion all by yourself. Or, it's even challenging to eat your Tubby's burger all by yourself. So, so many fun, good tasting things out there, and funnel cakes and everything you're used to having.
Anything unusual that you have that's a little different in the realm of food, or anything that is new this year?
Well, I'm sure it is all deep fried, and it's probably wrapped in bacon, and it's topped with some kind of whipped cream, because they just keep making a good thing better and better.
Well, those are the food groups, right? Whipped cream, bacon, and all right. Well, very, very good. Now, you've said a little bit about the parking thing, so that people don't have to worry about that too. You probably are going to have stations there if it's particularly warm, where there's plenty of shades, and as you said before, there's air conditioning. But you probably made plans, I'm assuming, for the heat.
Oh, yes, as much as we do every year. We have our big umbrellas we put out at our food courts. You can try and get under them. We have a park with many benches and things on, so go to the trees where there is shade. And for sure, come to the State Fair Center where we have air conditioning. Get in those 3 commercial buildings where we have air conditioning. Drink lots of water.
Yes.
And lots of water stands all over.
Very, very good advice. Excellent, excellent things to see. I was looking at all of the stuff here. You can camp at the fair, but is camping already filled? Is that already filled up?
Well, we do have a few spaces left. So if they're interested in it, get on it right away. Let me tell you, go to ndstatefair.com. You can buy your tickets. You can apply for your camping. You can do everything there.
That's right. And you can see about all of the... see about all of the attractions and the food and all of that stuff is ndstatefair.com. That's wonderful. Mega Ride Pass, new expanded carnival. I'm reading all of the stuff that I have seen on here, and it looks fantastic. If anybody wants more information, they need to just go to the website and find it. It's up on the screen there, right?
Absolutely. And if you can't do the website, call us 857-7620.
I love that. People actually will allow you to call them. That is fantastic. Welcome to North Dakota, people. This is where we do stuff like this. Renee, thank you so much for your time and all of the information that you gave. It is just superb. I'm very excited about the State Fair. Give us the dates again, and then we will say goodbye.
We're going to start this Friday, the 23rd, and run through the 31st. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thanks so much for being on. Renee Korsling, and she is the General Manager of the North Dakota State Fair. Thank you so much. When we come back, we will be talking to the one and only Rick Becker, who is on location in a little different place, but not on location like the show On Location. He's actually just the opposite of Renee. Renee's north in Minot. He's in South Dakota. We'll talk to him when we come back.
When you can't find answers to your recurring health challenges, it can feel like your health and your future are being held hostage. The Wellness Way is a network of health restoration clinics that think and act differently to solve the health challenges others can't. Here, we disrupt the standard approach to care through a combination of testing, individual plans, and one-on-one guidance, putting your health and your future where they belong, in your own hands.
40 years ago, Aero Service Team started with one truck and lots of hard work.
Times may have changed, but the hard work that we put in to get your lives back in order after fire, water, and disaster hasn't.
Over the years, we've seen so many families lose their belongings due to water and fire damage. Restoring homes back to the original state has made every hour of hard work well worth it.
Thank you for trusting our family with yours.
When disaster strikes, you only have to make one call. Aero Service Team does it all.
Prairie Patriot Firearms and Training is the region's most complete gun and training center. 5-lane indoor range, a gun shop, and a certified training facility. Firearms training courses are offered daily for new, intermediate, and advanced shooters. If you're not comfortable in a classroom setting, Prairie Patriot offers one-on-one private lessons, from basic self-defense training to concealed weapons testing, along with a full line of guns, ammunition, holsters, and concealment clothing. Prairie Patriot, 3930 Memorial Highway, prairiepatriot.com.
40 years ago, Aero Service Team started with one truck and lots of hard work.
Times may have changed, but the hard work that we put in to get your lives back in order after fire, water, and disaster hasn't.
Over the years, we've seen so many families lose their belongings due to water and fire damage. Restoring homes back to the original state has made every hour of hard work well worth it.
Thank you for trusting our family with yours.
When disaster strikes, you only have to make one call. Aero Service Team does it all.
Every great pizza has a secret. At New York To Go, that secret lies in our perfectly recreated New York water, the key ingredient to making our signature New York-style pizza. We also feature gyros, with the region's only gyro meat spit, plus Nathan's hot dogs, calzones, and our delicious jumbo buffalo wings. Try a 14-inch or our special giant 20-inch pizza tonight. You gotta know how to pull them if you want to hold them. New York To Go, we deliver for you.
It's every American's right to bear arms. At Mandan Sporting Goods, we're here to help you support your Second Amendment rights, which reads, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Whether you're looking for a pistol for personal defense or collector gun, we have the staff to help you. We also have the area's largest inventory of ammo and reloading supplies.
Mandan Sporting Goods, the area's local gun and ammo specialists.
Welcome back to No Apologies with Becker on Beck, your after-hours oasis of sanity, and he is on assignment tonight. He's not even in the state anymore. Rick Becker is on assignment in South Dakota.
Hey, Lori.
There you are. Hi.
How you doing?
I'm well, and how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm in Rapid City. I'm at Freedom Fest. It's been a little hectic, but we got settled in the booth and fixed up just in time. So we're in the exhibit hall here. And I'll be coming to you tomorrow night for the whole show tomorrow, and then we'll be conducting interviews all over the place that we'll be able to show our viewers in the upcoming days and weeks. It's phenomenal the caliber of people that are here. Joe Jorgensen, who ran for president, Senator Mike Lee is here. Right now, J.P. Sears, who's a very famous comedian on social media, is on stage. There was just a speaker regarding the Cuban refugees and the horrible situation. It's just nonstop, so it's going to be great.
Excellent. Awesome. Well, your topic tonight is going to be somewhat like last night, but not quite as charged, probably.
Oh, you never know, man. It's just never ending. So, you know, I had a call from an AP reporter this morning about kind of the same thing, Bastiat and what's going on, and a couple of other phone calls. And it's an evolving situation. I had a radio interview with Ryan Cunningham in Grand Forks this afternoon on the way down with really bad reception, which is great. But it was about what's going on and what's happening with Bastiat and why Bastiat is behind all of this. Now, the interview with Ryan started off with Dr. Fauci and Rand Paul, because that was the discussion as I entered the interview. And my comment is this: Dr. Fauci is not the only person spreading lies in the country. And I segued then to not only Scott Hennon, but of course, Rob Port, Joel Heitkamp, and others. And there seems to be this really odd smear campaign against Bastiat. Now, the topic tonight is about Dwight Kiefert. He's a representative from Valley City. He is being recalled. Now, the story, if you believe I'm trying to think of something that's not horribly mean to say, but if you believe Rob Port, who has a significant problem with any intellectual integrity, he is another of those people that Doug Billings would say is intellectually immature. I would say just intellectually weak. But what they're proposing, I'm sorry if it's loud here. I'm going to keep talking. You tell me if you can't hear me.
No, you're good. We can hear you. Yeah, we can still hear you. It'll be more distracting to you.
The idea is that Dwight Kiefert is being recalled, right? And what Port is proposing is that Bastiats are behind it, which is totally false. I'm going to have the guys pull up the graphic here. And so the narrative is Bastiat Caucus launches recall petition for lawmaker who voted to expel sexual harasser from legislature. So this is so completely false on several levels. Number one, Bastiat Caucus is not behind this at all. I actually got a phone call from the person who is organizing it. They recommended that he contact me. Shane Anderson, I think his name is. I spoke on the phone with him today. Never have spoken to him before. And he said, I don't know why they keep trying to say it's this Bastiat Caucus. And I explained to him why. Because they're just trying to damage, because the Bastiat Caucus is the only significant force against the establishment Republicans, against the rhinos, against the moderate, progressive, big spending Republicans that there is. And we have, over the last several years, been gaining traction with the citizenry of North Dakota. That's why they're trying to smear us. But in speaking with him, and by the way, Lori, he may be willing to come on our show next week. He's not one for the limelight, but I'm trying to talk him into it. Bastiat, he said, this is the first time I've talked to you. I don't know anything about Bastiat Caucus. Not only is it not about the Bastiat Caucus, but it's not about Luke Simons. Now, Rob Port knows this. Rob Port spoke to Shane Anderson, who's the organizer. Rob Port says so in his article. And he says, yeah, Shane Anderson says it's not about Bastiat Caucus or Luke Simons, but I think it is. And that's what his headline is. So his headline is exactly what someone who's involved with it told him it isn't. It is, and Shane Anderson confirmed for me, they started the aspect of getting the recall petition going before the vote on Luke Simons, before Luke Simons was actually in trouble in this manner. And it had to do with the mask mandate. No, it had to do with ending the state of emergency. When Dwight Kiefert voted against ending the state of emergency, that's when they started it. So the big picture here, Lori, is that these guys, these establishment Republicans and these hacks, these lackeys for Governor Burgum like Rob Port, they want to try and smear me, Jared Hendricks, the Bastiat Caucus, because they want the citizenry to believe that there is a boogeyman that is evil and is against the Republican Party. Instead, what they refuse to do is have accountability and have the legislators look in the mirror. The reason that there is trouble is because their constituents are fed up with them. Their big spending habits, their lack of consistency, their lack of principle, their lack of adhering to the Republican Party platform. They are fed up, and they are rising up. They're rising up in Valley City and Dickinson and Minot and across the state. And if these idiots think that there's some mastermind behind it and they don't want to recognize that the citizens, the constituents are fed up, it's going to be at their loss, at their peril. And that's what they're going to find out very, very soon. I'm going to have you bring up.
I do think that the grassroots are rising up and they're doing things on their own, and everything seems to get pinned on people who they perceive that these media types perceive are masterminding or steering and running things, and it's not like that at all. It's like herding cats. There's nothing, there is nothing untoward or even organized about that. It's so amazing to me that they continually make things up.
Right. These guys, these intellectually vacuous people like Rob Port are not taking into account that it's everywhere, right? So there's a new party coming up. I have nothing to do with it. I don't think I'm in support of it. It's some kind of Trump party, a breakaway party from the Republican Party. I don't even know about it, much less being involved. Now, Lord knows there's going to be stories that I'm behind it.
Right.
The recall election with Governor Burgum, right? Port says specifically, lies again, that I'm behind it, that the Bastiats are behind it. I was on with an AP reporter today. The Bastiats are not in favor of the Bastiats never speak in a unified voice. Again, one of the misrepresentations is that the Bastiats believe this, X, Y, and Z. We are individuals that generally come together to further the cause of conservatism by way of the North Dakota Republican Party platform. So there is no unified voice. There may be some people that identify as Bastiats that are in favor of the Burgum recall. I'm not. Most of the Bastiats are not. And why? Because it's not well-founded. We don't have a solid reason. There's a myriad of minor reasons, but there's not something that the citizens of North Dakota can get behind. What it's going to do, in all likelihood, is fail and cause Burgum to be even stronger. So politically speaking, strategically speaking, it's a bad move. So I'm not for it. I'm actually opposed to it and have said so, but Rob Port, the liar, doesn't give a crap. He is going to continue with his headlines. Pull up the next graphic, if you would, guys. One of the things that's so interesting, Joel Heitkamp and Rob Port are talking about how amazingly conservative Representative Dwight Kiefert is. Now, listen, I am not making a personal slam on Dwight Kiefert, but I am sick and tired of everyone saying they're conservative as though the word has no meaning whatsoever. Dwight Kiefert is not conservative. If you look, this is American Conservative Union ratings of the legislators in 2019. Why? Because they don't have 2021 done yet. You know how many legislators there are. Right? There are about 100. In 2019, there were about 115 Republicans in both chambers of the North Dakota legislature. If you look, Senator Rich Wardner, the majority leader in the Senate, is ranked 101. Thomas Beadle, who is well known to be a progressive, I like him. Okay, I consider him a friend of mine. He is the farthest thing from conservative you'll ever see. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. It's a fact. Who's below him? Representative Dwight Kiefert. He is not conservative. It's unbelievable. I want to go to a clip of Joel Heitkamp, and then I'll probably end my tirade here. Let's roll it.
All right, sounds good.
Dwight Kiefert. Now, he's a state representative from Valley City, very conservative state representative, and now they're coming after him. There's a movement to recall him from within the district. Now, you're going to hear from individuals on this very network saying that they shouldn't do that. But know this, the group that is involved doing this is the same group that is associated with one of the hosts that you know here from our network. It's the truth. It's out there. He may not be pushing it, but he's the one that put together that group. And I'm just going to say that Representative Becker needs to come out and support Dwight Kiefert in a stronger way.
Seriously.
I'll tell you.
Every single time. Like, that's not even close.
It's the truth because you say it is, Joel. That is a flat out lie.
Where do they get their
based on nothing except wishful thinking on your part, Joel. Absolutely a lie. And that I should come out and support him. You know what? Here's the thing. I'm not supporting the recall of Representative Kiefert, nor am I opposing it. It's not in my business. His constituents are fed up with them. And here's the problem. My understanding is that they're fed up, and they told him about many, many votes. The triggering one was his refusal to vote for ending the state of emergency with regard to COVID-19. But when they brought up their concerns, he was very antagonistic toward them and essentially baited them into recalling him. So I don't know. I'm supposed to support him? No, I mean, I'm not. It's none of my damn business. But I can tell you one thing: he's not a conservative. I can tell you another thing, Joel. It's a lie when you say it's the truth, as though that's just enough for us to all believe you. It's bogus. So, number two, Lori. Number two, there are so many more coming. These liars are going to be called out night after night after night. I'm done, baby. I'm done.
I appreciate that. I do. When we come back, we are going to go to a different location. We're going to give you another clip from On Location at Peacock Alley when we come back, and then we'll go back to Rick. Don't worry. We'll be right back.
When you're buying windows, make sure you're comparing apples to apples. Hi, I'm Jesse with the Window Source. We only sell you the best windows and doors for the best price. Call the Window Source. Just because you pay less doesn't mean you get less.
Calling all first responders. Join us Friday, July 30th for First Responders Night at the Bismarck Event Center. The Bucks take on the Green Bay Blizzard with a 6:05 p.m. kickoff. For more information on tickets, please visit bismarckbucks.com.
Every great pizza has a secret. At New York To Go, that secret lies in our perfectly recreated New York water, the key ingredient to making our signature New York style pizza. We also feature gyros with the region's only gyro meat spit, plus Nathan's hot dogs, calzones, and our delicious jumbo buffalo wings. Try a 14-inch or our special giant 20-inch pizza tonight. You gotta know how to fold them if you want to hold them. New York To Go. We deliver for you.
It's every American's right to bear arms. At Mandan Sporting Goods, we're here to help you support your Second Amendment rights, which reads, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Whether you're looking for a pistol for personal defense or collector gun, we have the staff to help you. We also have the area's largest inventory of ammo and reloading supplies.
Mandan Sporting Goods, the area's local gun and ammo specialists.
We're the ladies of Another View, bringing you a fresh view on local issues.
And different perspectives you won't get on the mainstream media. Watch us weekday afternoons at 4:30 Central Time on Beck News and at beck.news.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and as you know, my passion is to help each and every one of you get the best sleep of your life. That's why I created my new Giza Dreams bed sheets. The first night you sleep on my sheets, you'll never want to sleep on anything else.
Go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen right now to get your very own MyPillow Giza Dream Sheets. When you buy one set of sheets, you'll get another set absolutely free.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
Could you do us a favor? Beck TV is a finalist for Best Local TV Station in the Bismarck Tribune's Best of the Best. Vote now through August 9th by text or online. Vote for your leader in local, Beck TV.
Welcome back to No Apologies on Beck. Lori Hins in for, well, the normal Bourbon Bureau guy, Rick, who is on assignment, if you will, in South Dakota at Freedom Fest. So we'll be talking to him one more time. But first, let's show you another little on location, this time from Peacock Alley.
To be put on the spot? Did you see her face?
I know, right?
Really changed?
I'm gonna lay down an Uno reverse card, but I'll
Okay, rape and incest.
Okay.
Abortion,
I'm ready.
okay?
No, I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm asking if you're ready for my answer.
I'm ready.
Get ready for her answer.
So, me being the person I am, I believe that life begins at zygote, right? Sperm, egg, we form a whole new human being.
Yep.
So, right away, that's my argument is that, child is there, different from the mother, different human being, that would be murder.
Yeah.
But then you look at it this way, rape or incest, right? If you have, okay, my dad, Jason, Senator Jason Heitkamp, let's say he steals $500 from you. Would you take me back out and kill me? Because my dad stole money from you?
Maybe.
No, okay. I'll let him know.
I'll let him know.
And so that's why you got to look at it as like, yeah, it's a horrible thing. It's so traumatic. I cannot imagine ever being in a situation like that.
Yeah.
And for, women, you hear of horror stories of how many women have been assaulted in their lives. And adding that on top, I just can't imagine. But to think, yes, your father committed something, a horrific act, but then for you to end the child's life.
Two wrongs don't make a right. How about you, Maria?
I completely agree.
Do you?
Yes.
Because don't you find that so many, and I'm not judging, but so many people in pro-life movement are willing to give up the rape, incest, and
just
help
put
to
that
the mother?
aside and say,
Especially
except
men.
for, yeah.
I don't, because I'm only looking at it logically.
Not
I take
you,
I take emotion out of it. I know, but my thing is, I can just even pretend to be neutral, which I'm not. But let's just pretend. If you believe that if you're pro-life, therefore you believe that the zygote, the embryo, the fetus is a human being, you cannot kill it. And if it's a human being, it's a human being. It's the same thing as being a human being at age 2. So if there are circumstances in which you can kill a fetus who's a human being, then that has to also apply to a 2-year-old. And if you can't kill a 2-year-old because they were conceived out of rape or incest, then you can't kill the fetus. So I can even be neutral. I'm just saying, if you're going to be consistent in your principle, you cannot allow abortion in those more extreme circumstances.
And if you think about it, if you actually look at statistics from women who have abortion, substance abuse, depression, anxiety, everything, PTSD, everything skyrockets afterwards. So now imagine a young woman who had been raped by her uncle or a stranger or whatever. She had a child. She was convinced to have an abortion. So now she's going through all of the PTSD from the rape, and now she's killed her child. And maybe it doesn't hit her right away. Maybe it hits her in 5 years. I just can't imagine. I'm grateful every day. I can't relate to it, but oh my goodness.
So, thank you for bringing us into a happy moment here. Favorite band?
Favorite band. Think. Favorite band, Maria. Thank you. All right. I know, right? Well, I have a favorite artist. Anybody want to know mine? Do you know mine?
No, I have a favorite artist.
Oh, do you? I have a favorite artist, Eric Clapton. I've seen him several times in concert. I have a bucket list item that
What's
I do.
his name? It's like Slow
Hand.
Slow Hand.
Yeah, Slow Hand. He's my all-time favorite. Actually, I think we actually did a segment on his song that was very conservative. Eric Clapton did a song that was very conservative because.
Van Morrison.
Oh, it was Van Morrison. No! Eric Clapton sang it. Van Morrison wrote it. Go back and look in the archives, honey. Booyah! Booyah. All right, favorite artist.
He's a new country singer, Zach Bryan. He's phenomenal. During...
Cute?
Oh, man.
Would you like him if he wasn't cute?
Yes, I would. His music is amazing. Check him out on Spotify.
Okay.
That's one thing I've really noticed is over COVID or whatever, so many people are emerging on Spotify and all these random music websites because producers aren't signing them on or they don't want to listen to mainstream media.
Yeah.
So we're getting all this independent music and my head is exploding every day from the people I see. The whole way here, I had her listening to one guy that I just found, Ian Munsick. Ian Munsick, very, very good. He only has a couple songs and he has independent music because Nashville told him if he released his songs, they all sucked and that he wasn't going to do anything. And now he has over 45 million streams on Spotify.
Wow.
It's amazing. I love technology.
Maria.
Very cool. Maria, favorite artist?
John Party, or one of them.
Okay. What's the
He's
genre?
a country.
He's a country artist also?
Yep.
So tell me what you like about him.
Oh gosh.
What's
super
do you have a
low
song?
key.
Do you have a
Voice. Like Head Over Boots is awesome. Heartache on the Dance Floor. Oh gosh.
I'm not really a country person, so I don't know very much about
Oh my
country
gosh,
music.
yeah. He just has so many good ones. Yeah.
It's relatable stuff.
Yes.
Relatable stuff. Very cool. You? Favorite artist?
Could be Black Keys, Alabama Shakes, you know, that kind of stuff. I like Gogo Bordello.
I mean, look at his shirt, of course.
Go.
Just out there, I love it.
Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for talking to us. We had a great deal of fun there, too. When we come back, we are going to go back to South Dakota Freedom Fest, and we will talk to Rick Becker there. Stay with us.
When you can't find answers to your recurring health challenges, it can feel like your health and your future are being held hostage. The Wellness Way is a network of health restoration clinics that think and act differently to solve the health challenges others can't. Here, we disrupt the standard approach to care through a combination of testing, individual plans, and one-on-one guidance, putting your health and your future where they belong, in your own hands.
40 years ago, Aero Service Team started with one truck and lots of hard work.
Times may have changed, but the hard work that we put in to get your lives back in order after fire, water, and disaster hasn't.
Over the years, we've seen so many families lose their belongings due to water and fire damage. Restoring homes back to the original state has made every hour of hard work well worth it.
Thank you for trusting our family with yours.
When disaster strikes, you only have to make one call. Aero Service Team does it all.
Spas, etc. Yeah.
You've come to know and trust us for over 18 years with the largest selection and showroom in Western North Dakota for our beautiful Sundance spas. Plus, you could pick out your next home experience with our selection of pool tables, shuffleboards, and fun accessories.
Spas, etc. Your relaxation destination on Main and Bismarck.
40 years ago, Aero Service Team started with one truck and lots of hard work.
Times may have changed, but the hard work that we put in to get your lives back in order after fire, water, and disaster hasn't.
Over the years, we've seen so many families lose their belongings due to water and fire damage. Restoring homes back to the original state has made every hour of hard work well worth it.
Thank you for trusting our family with yours.
When disaster strikes, you only have to make one call. Aero Service Team does it all.
Every great pizza has a secret. At New York To Go, that secret lies in our perfectly recreated New York water, the key ingredient to making our signature New York-style pizza. We also feature gyros, with the region's only gyro meat spit, plus Nathan's hot dogs, calzones, and our delicious jumbo buffalo wings. Try a 14-inch or our special giant 20-inch pizza tonight. You gotta know how to fold them if you want to hold them. New York To Go, we deliver for you.
It's every American's right to bear arms. At Mandan Sporting Goods, we're here to help you support your Second Amendment rights, which reads, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Whether you're looking for a pistol for personal defense or collector gun, we have the staff to help you. We also have the area's largest inventory of ammo and reloading supplies.
Mandan Sporting Goods, the area's local gun and ammo specialists.
And we are back with segment 5 already. It's just been flying by tonight. And Rick on assignment from South Dakota. It sounds loud and like a lot of fun down there, Rick.
It is a lot of fun, Lori. We're living it up. Someone just came by and she said, I was wondering if I was going to see someone from North Dakota here. And she's from Bismarck. I've never met her before. This is her first Freedom Fest. I told her this is, I think, roughly maybe my 6th Freedom Fest. So you might be, Freedom Fest is a very interesting thing. It's a conglomeration of politics, economics, and investments. And it's the first time it's been held in South Dakota. It's always this time of year. It has always been in Las Vegas, which sucks, in July.
Right.
Although it's pretty much almost like Las Vegas now, right? But I remember 114, 117 degrees down there. But it's very, very interesting. There's a lot of small government conservative people here. There are a lot of libertarian people here. It's funny, you know, I have to be effortful in not trying to say libertarian in an almost apologetic manner, because these yahoos I was talking about earlier, like Rob Ford and the others, trying to say it like it's a dirty word. And you know, I harken back. I played it when I ran for governor in 2016, and I think one of my campaign videos, Ronald Reagan said there's very little to no difference between libertarianism and conservatism. Now, sure, the Libertarian Party, capital L, different than the Republican Party.
Right, and I was just going to say, that's the difference, big L versus little L. And you have to be able to be intellectually bright enough to be able to make the differentiation between the two.
Right, but if you think about what is in commonality between conservatism and libertarianism, it is the government should stay out of our lives as much as possible. Conservatives probably a little more believing in the rule of law, which I'm a fan of, the rule of law equally applied to everybody. But generally speaking, we just want government to leave us alone. That's what conservatives in North Dakota want. So I'm not going to apologize for small L libertarianism, even capital L libertarian. It doesn't matter what party you belong to. But I will not apologize for that. But there's a lot of conservatives, a lot of libertarians, a lot of economists, big name economists, big name congressmen that are Republicans that you and I love. Mike Lee is here this year.
Oh, I love Mike Lee. He's awesome.
Rand Paul is not. I don't think Rand's here this year, but you know, Mike Lee and Rand Paul are the most the senators we are most able to rally around. They also happen to be the most libertarian, small L libertarian, of all the senators in the U.S. Senate. Thomas Massey is frequently a guest here. I don't think he is this year, but he's frequently a guest at Freedom Fest. He is a Republican that the grassroots rally around because he's small government. Do you know what? He happens to also be the most libertarian. And so, you know, quit with the bad word. What matters is not the label that your enemies and the liars will apply to you. It's what you believe in. And regardless of the label, the folks here believe in government staying out of our lives, treating everyone equally, trying to reduce regulation, reduce tax, increase prosperity. That's what the folks here are about. I'm very, very excited. There are so many people that I hope to have an opportunity to interview and present to our viewers. I did mention that there's a lot of investment stuff too. I'm not so sure we bring that to our viewers, but it's very interesting stuff. And so for those that might be interested, freedomfest.com. I don't know if they're going to have it in South Dakota next year or not, but it's something to look into. I've got some staff here, some assistants that are going to go to some of the breakout sessions throughout the day. There's so much going on, and this is what's fascinating is there's a breakout session, we'll say whatever, from 10 to 11 in the morning, and there are 12 different breakout sessions happening at that time. It's almost impossible to try and pick out which one you want to go to. They talk about everything from should you invest your money in crypto versus gold, to the history of Austrian economics, to the how does the embargo affect Cuba, and is it better or worse for freedom in Cuba? I mean, it just on and on and on. It's remarkable, and I'm really hoping this is the first time. Yeah, this is the first time that I'm aware of that a news outlet in North Dakota is going to be able to be bringing some of these stories, some of these people directly into the homes of North Dakota viewers. So really looking forward to it.
I was reading a little bit about it on the website too, just to familiarize myself with it too. And it says on here, Freedom Fest is an intense 3.5 days, and it's different from any conference you have ever attended. It sounds like you would agree with that. It's like a totally different thing. It says, where else can you attend yoga in the morning, listen to world-renowned speakers on finance or geopolitics after breakfast, choose from among a dozen breakout sessions with the world's brightest thought leaders in the afternoon, watch a movie and meet the director, and then they had me there, and I stopped reading at that point. But anyway, throughout the day, judge the contestants in an entrepreneurs competition. Sounds really, really cool. Very different.
It's very cool. And you know what? You mentioned the films. There is it's called Anthem Film Festival. It's named after a very small, I guess you'd say, novella from Ayn Rand called Anthem. If anyone's interested in reading Ayn Rand, that's the easiest one to read. And by the way, you're a music fan, Rush, the Canadian band Rush, they had an album called 2112. One side, I think it's side A of the album, is Ayn Rand's novella Anthem, but converted to being about music. Very interesting.
Cool.
At any
Very
rate, there's
cool.
an Anthem Film Festival, and there are films from all over the world that are coming in, and they're judged, and it's all about limited government, about liberty and freedom. I learned last time I was at Freedom Fest, I learned all about Sweden and what's really going on there, and that is not, in fact, socialism at all, and that what is happening in Sweden, it underscores the importance, significance, and success of capitalism as a model for society.
Interesting, because on COVID, they were way ahead of everybody on COVID, weren't they?
Yes, yeah. They did not do the lockdowns, and of course, all the libs were like, oh, when their numbers were looking bad, they were just going on them and see what idiots they are for not adhering to government complete lockdowns, like you're in Nazi land. And then, of course, when the numbers started looking worse for the people that were doing lockdown than the people who were in Sweden, then conveniently dropped the storyline right there. So most people don't have the real insight into what happened with Sweden and how well they did with not shutting down their schools and not having the lockdowns. Phenomenal, way better than the United States.
Well, we are really looking forward to hearing more about this tomorrow and seeing maybe some interviews with people, and you'll be able to talk to people. It'll be fun to see who you end up bumping into at Freedom Fest in Rapid City, South Dakota. Very cool.
I'm hoping to have some big-time winners for you, Lori. I want to come away with this with a success. I have high expectations of this. If I fail, I'm going to leave the United States forever as a failure. That's all I can say.
I don't see that happening. All right, well, tomorrow we will get more from Rick on Freedom Fest in Rapid City, and we will do one more on location for you tomorrow night. We will see you next time from South Dakota, Rick. We'll see you.
Sayonara. Auf Wiedersehen.
All right, very good. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America. Over the last 12 years, you've helped MyPillow create thousands of jobs right here in the USA.
When I got MyPillow, I'm asleep almost immediately. I stay asleep at night and I wake up more well-rested in the morning.
That's why I invented MyPillow. My patented fill adjusts to your exact individual needs and helps keep your neck supported and aligned. I'm interrupting this commercial right now. Retailers have canceled MyPillow, and to thank you for your support, I'm gonna pass the savings directly on to you. For example, you get my 6-piece towel sets, regular $109.99, now only $44.98, or MyPillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit mypillow.com.